Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Gwen. Welcome on the chat. Go on the live chat and say hi. I want to know that you're watching. Please think about Youth Day. Today we're celebrating Youth Day, enhancing national development through sustainable youth partnership. So please feel free to interact with me. What are you doing for Youth Day? What are you up to? How's your day going so far? And what plans do you have? How are you celebrating Youth Day? So every year we have this event, Youth Day, and it's a public holiday. Every year we have this day mean to you. Does it have any meaning? Are we being celebrated? So talk about many challenges that have done differently in our country for the Zambian youths. I just want to give it better lighting. Okay, I think that's better. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for coming through. Please give me a thumbs up and say hi on the chat. I can see you there. Please just leave me a message so that I know that you're tuned in. Okay. So going forward, I think the biggest challenge that we are facing as Zambian youths is unemployment. There are so many youths who have gone to school and have a good education, but still are not able to find jobs and are not able to find employment. I think it was a week ago, maybe a week and some days, we saw some young Zambian doctors who were protesting. They could not find employment in Zambia, I should say. It was taken for granted that once you did such a course, you had your degree and you've done medicine, you're going to be a doctor, then instantly you're going to be hired and you're going to have a job. It was not like these other courses whereby you have to really sweat and do application after application. I think for doctors, it's because we really need so many doctors. Even now we have some places which do not have doctors, so I think for them it was a sad sight to see so many of them protesting to say they have not been employed and they need jobs. So now, how can you as a Zambian youth make it in this hard economy? The economy is bad and it's really biting. So with the high unemployment levels, what can you do to better yourself? How can you help yourself grow? What other things can you do from have done, which is about you starting your own business with no money at all, with $0 or zero kwacha, how you can start up your own business. It's basically just some tips and some things you can do to help you start up a business without having any money. Yeah. So I want to also look at some Zambian youths who have been inspirational. There are quite a number of youths here in Zambia who are doing well. So I've picked on a few that have inspired me. You can share about other Zambian youths who inspire you as well. Please feel free to share. Just go on the live chat and send me a message about other youths that you feel are doing a great job here in Zambia. So the number one on my list is Azele Piri. I remember reading about him on something that Mwebantu had posted to say he has his own company that he deals in machinery, mining machinery. 20 people who are permanent employees. So he's the first one on my list. The second is the radical entrepreneur. He gives really good insights about business. If you're an entrepreneur, please follow his page. You're going to learn so much from him. So much fun. It was fully packed. And we learned a lot. I remember him talking about the economy, this is why I'm still stuck here. He says there are other countries who are actually doing worse than us. He gave an example of Zimbabwe and how, in spite of their dead economy, we have youths who have managed to pull through and are doing so much better. So if you knock, 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 knock on the door, it still doesn't open, knock, 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 doesn't open, push the door. If you have to tear it down, please do so. And the other one on my list is our youngest pilot. Well, he's not, I'm not sure if he's the youngest anymore. I think he's not. But to us, he'll still be the young pilot, Kalenga Kamwendo. Did I say it correctly? Kalenga Kamwendo, yes. So I think the time that he came on the scene, it was just like a boom. And he has a really nice personality. And he's a young pilot. I think we have it was older people that were pilots. But now it's actually good to see a good number coming in. I was looking at pics the other day, and there were different other young people who are pilots. And I remember also on Women's Day they shared that photo of the woman who was the first female commander pilot, something like that. It was really interesting to watch. Okay, so these inspirational stories are just for you to look at and be inspired to also find your own way as a Zambian youth amidst all the challenges we are facing. That is precisely why I picked on Zambian youth. Could have gone as far as to just say youths all over the world who are doing this and that. But I think when we look at the Zambian youths, because these are people who are facing the same challenges as us, I think it drives the point home when you look at someone who you hear of people who grew up in the same neighborhood as you. I also follow, what's his name? Innocent. Let's see if I can check for his name. When you hear his story, he's going to tell you about how he grew up from, where he grew up from. He grew up to write stuff. He'd say, how would go and do not have something to eat and my grandma and this and that. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, his name is in his life. I think he also opened up the time that most of Zambian people came to know him the time that the lion had gone out of its cage or something like that. Yeah, so he's a wildlife vet and is a senior vet officer. I think his story is really remarkable when you look at his background and how he's just grown up, and when you see, please follow such people for inspirational stories. When you go on your social media platforms, please have some people that you're going to look up to and say, oh, okay, so this is how this person moved, this is how their journey is. Most of these people that you see had to start from somewhere. Yeah. Okay. Zambian celebrities. I'm sure you've seen some of her work. If not, please go to her Facebook page, Message Art, and follow her. She does some really nice stuff. Uh, I was really inspired by her the time I saw her painting her own house. This is just a young Zambian girl, and she already has a house of her own. I think most Zambian youths of her age, the thing they'll think of if they have money, probably it's latest phone. They need new hair. They have to do their nails. They have to. There's nothing wrong with that. Well, if you can afford it, but then this older than her, who make money as well, but yet they have not managed to accomplish that. So this is one girl who really inspired me. After I read her posts, the time she spent in a house, I was like, wow, okay, yeah, she's a great girl. The other one is something. There's something I read about a few days ago about a man known as Sosiku Nasinda. He was named among top global industrial finance leaders. I was like, what does that even mean? So this man was actually named among this top global influential finance leaders. And this is finance. Finance is not easy, guys. So well done to him. I'm like, okay, Zambian people fit and say something about Zambian youth. Please, it's strictly Zambian youths. We're not talking about Abena Kylie Jenner, Abena, Abena Will Smith. No. Zambian youth, this Zambian youth is just doing it for you. Like you look at them and you say, oh my, it might not be something out of this world or something extra big, but just that someone who's putting in extra, we're going an extra mile to see that their dream comes to fruition. Someone who's fighting for their dream, who wants to make it and wants a better life than what they have been given. Not everyone is born with a silver spoon in their mouth, but it's up to us to see how we're going to end up, how we're going to live our lives, and what we're going to live for the next generation to come. Growing up, we used to do so many poems about people being the leaders of tomorrow. Would always say Mtikula, Empanga. So now, what does that really mean? What does that even mean? If you say they are the leaders of tomorrow, tomorrow is today. We need to wake up as youths. I have to say, I've been impressed with the number of youths who intend to contest for the elections come August. I've seen quite a number, and most of them are really upright people that you just look at and hear the plans they have for their constituencies, for their wards, and you're like, oh, okay, this is nice, impressive. Yeah. Hi, I can see you over there. Can see you. Give me a thumbs up, please. I need a thumbs up. And please just leave me a chat on the live chat. Say something. Even just a hello would be nice. Thank you. Thank you. So please let us enjoy our youth day. This day is about us as youths, and it only comes once in a year, and you only enjoy it for a limited time, because very soon you find yourself that you do not actually qualify to be a youth. I saw something going around on social media about people being senior youths, field marshal youths, and everything else. But I think the edge, it's gone. You look at, if you're 30 now and you look at 20-year-olds and how you used to be the time that you were 20, it used to feel like you had just so much time on your hands, like you're so young, and you still have a long way to go. So if it doesn't work out fine, you still have some time, but then the years keep going and going and going, and you find very soon some of us will not be youths. Yeah. So I think our youthfulness is something to treasure, something which is really something which no one can get from you, because you're a youth and that is what you have. Fight while you still have that strength, that energy. Fight for you. Fight for your family. Most of these decisions which we make, they affect us in particular, yes, and the people closest to us. But in a way, when you look at the whole big circle, they affect us as a country, just from the little decisions which you make. Because when they come to have, if it's our census done or just any statistics, they come to tell us, they're going to say, so in Zambia, the number of youths who are unemployed, number of youths who are independent now is this. Whichever decision you make, in a way, it has an impact on our country and on our economic growth. If we have youths who are entrepreneurs working on ways they can better themselves, then you see this country slowly getting up. That is what we need from each and every one of us. Please enjoy your youth day. Have a lovely time. I'm going to enjoy mine. I'm going to just spoil myself and have a great time too. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you so much for being part of this live feed. Please continue tuning in and do subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up, and if this is the first time that you have connected